There's one muscle group that can totally transform your entire physique, but almost everybody ignores it in the gym. Seriously. If you feel like you've hit a wall, that your progress is stuck, it's probably not your arms or your chest. It's the muscle that's literally holding up your head.
And look, this says it all, right? The visual impact is immediate. On the left, you've got a frame that just looks, well, incomplete. But on the right, it's the same body, but with a developed neck. And all of a sudden, you see power, you see presence, a real athletic look. It's the difference between just being in the room and commanding the room.
And this quote right here, it just nails the problem. So many of us are grinding away on biceps, on chest, on back, but we completely forget the very foundation that frames our whole upper body. And that one little oversight, it could be the one thing holding your entire physique back.
Yeah, a staggering 90% of people in the gym fall right into this trap. We treat the neck like we treat our calves. It's an afterthought if we even think about it at all. But here's the huge difference. Unlike your calves, your neck gets almost zero work from your day-to-day life. If you don't train it directly, it just doesn't grow. Simple as that.
So, what's the real payoff here? What do you really get from having a thick neck? Let me tell you, it is so much more than just looking good. When you train your neck, you unlock this powerful trifecta of rewards that goes way, way beyond just filling out a t-shirt.
First, that aesthetic power is undeniable. You just look like an absolute unit, stronger, more capable. Second, it's a huge deal for your postural health. If you deal with stiffness or that annoying daily neck pain, strengthening these muscles can be a total game changer. And finally, for any athletes out there in contact sports, a strong neck is basically your own built-in armor. It absorbs impact and protects your head.
You gotta love this quote, right? It just perfectly captures how absurd it is to build a powerful body on top of a weak foundation. I mean, think about it. You would never build a skyscraper on sand, so why in the world would you build a strong physique on a neck that looks like it can barely support it?
Okay, so if we're going to train the neck safely and effectively, we've got to understand a little bit about how it works. It's not just sitting there holding your head up. It actually performs a few key movements, and we need to target those if we want to unlock its full potential.
First up is forward flexion. This is just your basic yes head nod. This is the money move, okay? This is what builds those thick, ropey muscles you see on the front and sides of the neck. When those are developed, your entire frame just instantly looks more powerful.
Next up, we've got the opposite, backward flexion. Think looking up at the ceiling. This move targets all those muscles on the backside, the extensors and upper traps. These are the muscles that keep your posture on point and your head stable, fighting against that forward head tilt we all get from looking at our phones.
And finally, to round it all out, you've got lateral flexion and rotation. That's tilting your ear to your shoulder and twisting side to side. You cannot skip these. These movements make sure your neck isn't just bigger, but it's also functionally strong and balanced from every single angle.
All right, so you get the why and you get the how. Now, let's get to the action plan. I'm going to walk you through a super simple and safe routine that you can do at home or at the gym. And the best part, you need zero fancy equipment to get started.
But first, and this is super important, a warning. Forget about the neck bridge. Just forget it. Yeah, you see it in old school training videos, but the risk is just incredibly high. You're basically gambling with your spine, and over time, it can cause some really serious problems. We're going to stick to methods that are safe, smart, and every bit as effective. Whatever you do, do not skip this. Your neck is full of all these small, sensitive muscles. Just diving in cold is literally asking for a pulled muscle or a week of stiffness that's going to sideline you. All it takes is a minute or two of these gentle movements to get the blood flowing. It'll make the real workout feel 10 times better.
Okay, exercise number 1, the neck curl. This is the powerhouse for the front of your neck. Just lie back on a bench, let your head hang off the edge, and then slowly curl your chin towards your chest. The key word here is control, no jerking. Start with just your body weight until you get the form down perfectly, then you can act a small plate on your forehead for some extra resistance.
Next, we flip over and hit the back of the neck with extensions. Lie face down, and this time, you're going to lift your head up until it's just in line with your body. Stop when it's neutral. It is so important that you don't snap your head way back and hyperextend. This is what builds that crucial support so you don't look like a bobblehead.
And to finish up, we're going to hit the sides with lateral flexion. Lie on your side, let your head drop down towards the floor, and then bring that ear back up towards the ceiling. The movement needs to be a pure side-to-side bend. No twisting, no jerking around. Keep it clean, keep it controlled, and you'll build that balanced, well-rounded look.
So there you have it, the 3 key exercises. Now let's put it all together into the blueprint for growth. Here is a simple, repeatable plan that will absolutely guarantee results if you just stick with it.
And here it is. This is the slide you're going to want to screenshot. Just aim for 3 sets of 10 to 20 reps for each of those 3 exercises. Do this whole workout maybe once or twice a week. That's it. That's all it takes. It's such a small investment of your time for a massive physical payoff.
Now listen, none of this works, none of it, without the #1 most important rule of building muscle, progressive overload. The goal is super simple. Each week, you just have to challenge your neck a little bit more than last time, add a couple more reps, add a tiny bit of weight, or even just slow the movement down. That consistent challenge is what forces your neck to adapt and get bigger and stronger.
At the end of the day, this isn't just another workout to add to your list. It's about building a complete, functional, and genuinely powerful physique from the top down. So think about it this way. Your neck supports you 24/7. Isn't it about time you started supporting it back?